thinking about it at all?
No.
Because you guys came over and practiced on it.
Yeah, but I don't think that meant anything. There were 7 other teams that practiced the same day that we did,
Right.
doing the same thing. But I don't think the traction was as good as what we're used to. But I didn't think it was awful. I thought it was probably not perfect, but not awful. But with guys, if there's a chance anybody's going to slide or slip, I think the league is smart, commissioner's smart to make sure that's not the story.
When they decided to put that in, did they? Who made the decision to put it in? Did they talk to you guys or the ADs, or how did they
I
do
knew
it?
about it prior to doing it. I don't know if I knew about it prior to it becoming official, but I talked to the Big 12, and they told me they were going to do it. And to be honest with you, in theory, if it wasn't slippery, it's good. I mean, in theory.
Mm-hmm.
So the one thing I'd like for it to not to be gray. I'd like for it to be
Look like wood.
I'd like for it to look like wood.
Yeah.
To make it lighter, because if you watch it on TV, to me it looks dark. But when it's all lit up and everything, I mean, you got to admit it's kind of cool. But not to the extent of risking somebody, maybe getting nicked up.
Bill, I asked you just about Darren driving the ball more out there, but obviously he didn't finish the way he wanted to, but he hasn't done that as much this year.
He hasn't done it at all hardly. That was positive. Scorer's got to figure out a way to go get fouled, and for the most part, he hasn't done that this year. Really much at all, and I think in the other game that he did it was probably TCU as much as anybody. But that was good to see. That was good to see. I don't know how many fouls he drew today, but I guarantee he drew at least 10 fouls.
Bill,
Does it say?
I think it's 11.
Is it 11? Okay.
Does the 37-minute threshold
Yeah.
stand for something for them to do that? And
You know what I think, Vahe? I think 37 minutes is great, but what people want to see, can he go back to back? Because in the NBA, you play back to backs, 12, 15 times a year. I actually think that's more important than the 37.
And that challenge tomorrow will be against a Houston team that will bring it to you defensively.
Yeah, of course they will. We played them a couple weeks ago, and of course they will, and hopefully we'll bring it too. So hopefully it'll be a fun game.
Bill, they asked you for your opinion tonight on the court?
No, like if they should switch it out or not?
Yeah.
No. But I agreed with the decision though.
So they said, we think we're going to do it. You said, I'm good with that.
I was told that they were going to do it. I wasn't told we think.
Okay.
So
Gotcha. They'd already been decided.
yeah.
Did they tell you after the game?
Yeah, I found out. I found out after the game. So I think it's the right thing to do. Did Christian hurt himself today?
He said he was okay.
Was it because he slipped?
Yeah.
Huh?
He said he couldn't go back in. So he was
But he
ready.
did come to the podium after and
Yeah. But he was
said he's
chilling.
fine. But yeah.
But still, though, it's that doesn't need to be the storyline.
What specifically does Houston pose a problem? You played them once this year, wasn't that long ago?
Well, they're terrific defensively. They're tough. They guards can get their own shots, and the biggest thing is they keep balls alive. They don't rebound all the balls cleanly offensively. What they do the best job of crashing and back tapping and creating extra possessions that way. There's a reason why they've been in the top 5 or 7 every week of the season. They're good, and of course they're well drilled and extremely well coached. But bottom line is that we had some success against them when we played them. Now, granted, it was the 3rd game in a hard week for them, but we need to play with much more toughness than what we did tonight.
How much more do you need more physical Bryson for tomorrow?
I don't think that tonight. I don't want to be negative, but that was not a physical game at all by him. So, and he'll be better than that.
Maybe related, but how can you guys defend opposing big men better when you got those smaller lineups out there, like when Forey's on the bench?
Yeah. Well, you can be more physical and play before he catches it, but they play 2 bigs a lot. But it wasn't Edmonds that hurt us; it was Punch. And you know, when you say smaller lineup, our standing height was the same as Punch, regardless who was in the game. So I just think those are kind of cop-outs, to be honest with you. There's no reason why we can't play more physical.
Well, have you ever seen anybody have longer time to take a three than Pierre did in the corner that first half?
Yeah, he did, and he made it too. I was thinking if he held it another 2 or 3 seconds, maybe it'd throw his rhythm off a little bit. So,
What did you just make of the environment today, Coach?
it was all right. There was a lot of people here. I'm not sure it was a very juiced environment. It'll be more juiced tomorrow. That Arizona Iowa State game will be juiced, and Iowa State will their fan base will do their job in giving them the best chance, and then our fan base needs to do the same thing playing against a team that obviously played for the national championship last year.